Shalom. Salakia. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim, the brethren out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth in 100% sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And peace and salutations to the few and sincere Akwathium, the few and sincere sisters who believe in this gospel. So the title I want to make for this lesson, it says, Men are becoming more valuable than ever. The American woman will be left in the fire, right? And I might change this title, but I got a couple of videos, man, I want to go into and then get into some scriptures, and that'll be the lesson. But really just kind of got inspired by listening to this broadcast by the Black Authority, or Jason Black is his from the business channel, right? And he was talking about the situation that was going down in Fulton County, Georgia, with I believe it was a girlfriend and another girl this guy was working with, where she I guess they found out about each other, and one of the girls was texting the other one and, trying to get the guy fired, and one of them ended up getting sued and all of that, right? And it's just kind of a crazy situation, especially with all of these women in these, quote unquote high profile positions, just, doing these things that, women say that they never do or they will never want to do, stacking up on one man, you know what I'm saying? Doing the crazy things that they do to try and sabotage a relationship, or, going even to the point to where they'll sabotage a man's livelihood because she can't have what she wants, right? So, just kind of I'm going to go in here and start this video.
Well, if you accuse them of a crime, the real thing is to be able to put the lawsuit out that goes into all the gruesome details, and that's going to force men and force men to have relationships with them. And that if you don't want to have a relationship, we're going to try to hurt you. I'm going to try to, you just ruined his career. You just ended his career. Really? Why is it the media investigating this person on the screen? Why are they not investigating her? It's like, hey, hold on a second. You're not a good citizen. You're just a scorned girlfriend who's upset because old dude was like, hey, exclusivity with you is not an option. Instead of you accepting what your marketplace value is. Hey, we in Atlanta. Exclusivity with you is not an option. It just ain't. And instead of her just being like, okay, I'm cool with it, or okay, let me dip out, instead it's, oh, I'm gonna get him. Now it's backfired, but she literally said what her intent was, oh, I'm gonna end his career. Wow. Think about that for a few moments. So she's not going anywhere. Fellas, pay attention to that. She ain't going nowhere, and now she wants to make sure that he doesn't go anywhere either. She's already peaked. That's it. When she threw it up for Pookie or Ray Ray or whoever the hell she got the kids with, she already peaked. She was already done. And instead of her accepting that that is the reality and she needs to conform to that, she's like, oh no, I'm gonna go steal me a man. I'm gonna go take me a man. And it's an epidemic because he jumped from her straight to another chick who's like, oh, I'm going to take me one too. You figure that these are women over the age of 40. Listen to me, over the age of 40. Over 40. You would think that all the immaturity was gone. These are the most immature, volatile, unstable Think about this for a few moments. Unstable. Over the age of 40 and unstable as hell. Oh yeah, not only that, they got little degrees and a little authority and whatnot. So I'm so glad the fellas were ignoring her when she first filed her complaint and whatnot. But obviously it made some complications. She ought to be sitting on the damn stand getting sued too, by the way. She's not a good person. So before the women out there all get angry and upset and every damn thing else, I want you all to understand this is what we're really looking at. This is the environment that we're really in. Not the fantasy world you tell yourselves about. This is what's actually going on. You got females now telling us, you better have a relationship with me. I'm gonna make you have a relationship with me. No, I'm not trying to do none of that. Oh, yes, you will. I'm like, wow. Yeah, this is real rapey. Oh, you're going to have a relationship with me. So he got the first chick who is so damn psycho that she's talking about, if you're not gonna be with me, I'm gonna ruin your career. Then he goes to this second woman and she's sitting up here putting trackers in the car and every damn thing else. So both of these women just went straight over the ledge, right over the cliff, going into criminal behavior. And this is just in Atlanta. Just in Atlanta. Folks, this is common in New York, DC, Los Angeles. Man, this is common. This is not the exception. This is common. We're just talking. Atlanta is.
Right. All right. So you kind of just saw a little bit of that situation. And this is the same place where that whole Fannie Willis situation is going on too. But this is a completely different situation. Two completely different people centered around, a whole nother man, right? But we see, basically, what happened, this guy working in this judicial court system and down in Fulton County, Georgia. And he was dealing with a woman who was at his job, I believe, and then another woman who wasn't. They found out about each other, started threatening each other with, losing their job or, to the point to where one of the women, she filed a complaint with the court system about their employees. One of them ended up getting fired or sued or something like that, right? But you heard Jason say that, it's basically, and we live in an environment where, if you're a man and you got your stuff together, these women will basically try and force you into a relationship. No matter if you don't want to be one, if you don't want to be exclusive with them, which there's nothing wrong with a man having more than one woman. Right? There's nothing wrong with a man, having 2, 3, 4, or however many women as he pleases, as long as those women are not dealing with or the wife to another man herself. As long as she's single, it's lawful in the eyes of the Lord. But we're coming in an environment where these women, they're getting desperate, right? Just to put it plainly, man, a lot of these women are getting desperate. And they're forcing themselves upon men who they see as valuable, right? And this is just a precursor for how these women are going to be when it comes to the men of the Lord. When all hell breaks loose, when Jacob trouble breaks out. Because the men of the Lord are going to be the only men with wisdom, knowledge, and stability in those times. because we're the only ones who are, Lord willing, we be of that number. We're the only ones who are going to know what's going on and understand what's happening. So we're going to have that calm demeanor about ourselves. We're not going to be panicking. We're not going to be out here wilding out like everybody else, because everybody else is not going to know what's going on. So as men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, these women are going to flock and cling to us. But the difference between now and this time is we're going to have complete power over them, because they're only going to have one choice: is submit, be in order, or get left behind. Right? So let's go ahead and get into the scripture, man. I'm going to start it off with Isaiah 4:1, and it says, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach," right? Basically saying that, hey, just let us be called by your name. We don't need, we ain't gonna need, how these women are today. They want a man to let them be free to do whatever the hell they want to do, but then they also want a man to take care of their every need. You know what I'm saying? They want a man to also take care of their every want and need, right? Here it is. You want to go out and be independent, and you want to be a career woman, but then you want a man to come in and take care of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's not going to work like that in the coming days, man. It's not going to work like that. These women are going to, through tribulation, these women are going to be inspired to be the women in their right minds. They're going to be inspired to be as much of an asset as possible. And the ones that aren't, they're just going to get left behind. And many of these women aren't, right? Many of these women don't know how to do anything outside of go to work. Some of them might be able to cook a little bit. Most of them can't even do that. Spread their legs open and sleep. But that's not going to be valuable in the day of Jacob's trouble, right? We're going to be looking for our women to be who want to be around us. You're going to have some skill sets. You're going to need to be able to sew. You're going to need to be able to, cook certain things. We catch, or let's say the Lord delivers some game to us, meaning like a deer or a goat, sheep or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? Women, they're going to have to be able to prepare it to eat. But we ain't going to just be out here just taking care of you just because you got a pretty face in the box, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be like that, man. It's not going to be like that in Jacob's trouble. Let's get here. 32 and verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, and for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of the joy in the joyous city," right? So, man, these women are going to be these women are going to be assed out, man. In Jacob's trouble, you're not going to have the luxuries and amenities and all of the things that you're used to. You're not going to be able to walk around here getting your nails done, getting your hair done, getting your weaves and all of that stuff, man. You ain't even gonna have basic things. A lot of y'all ain't even gonna have basic things like toilet paper in Jacob's Trouble. Let alone tampons and pads. So it's like your beauty is not gonna be that valuable in that day. Your beauty is not gonna be the most valuable thing that you have to offer. It's not gonna be your beauty. And it ain't gonna be your booty. You know? Because a lot of these women, they thrive off of how good they look. Or they thrive off of the physical aesthetics that they have. You know, big titties, big butt. You know what I'm saying? Cute face. Or a half decent one. Like, these women nowadays, man, all they got to do is go on Instagram. And this is something I see as a trend, just being on Instagram, man. If she got a cute face, a decent shape, all she got to do, if she want to get thousands of followers, all she got to do is go on Instagram, put on some tight spandex pants, the ones that be going up their butt cracks and shit. Set up a camera and do little workout videos. And they gonna get thousands of followers. I see it all the time. That's the trend I see on Instagram, man. That's all they gotta do. Hundreds of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of dudes under the comments, sending them DMs and everything, validating them. But it's not gonna be like that anymore. See, these women are at ease, as the scriptures say. These women are at ease. But they're not going to be at ease for much longer, right? Let's go to the next video.
Like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but, like, I can't fuck with no nigga that work a 9 to 5. I don't know why. I just need a fast money ass nigga. It don't necessarily have to be, like, drugs or, like, fraud, but, like rapping or, like, dealing with media or, like, shit like that. Just, like, get it.
You want a nigga with no... So, hold on. What
like, if I come to you and I need some shit, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Fuck that. I need you to get that shit right now. Like,
so I feel like it depends with the 9 to 5. Everything. Like, if you 9 to 5 at Burger King or something, hell no. But if you 9 to 5 at...
Yeah, my favorite...
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah. Because I know that Friday check about to have... multiple zeros.
Fuck that little bank shit. Shit, that's a fraud nigga. I might as well get a fraud nigga. Fuck.
I don't know.
You work in the bank too. Shit, technically. Like,
I don't know.
So, hold on. So, if a nigga work at the bank...
No, I don't want you.
So, let's say this nigga work at the bank making $500,000 a year. You don't want that nigga?
You can give me a banker. Give me a banker, a doctor, a lawyer.
Now, if you doing that shit
a
to cover up
specialist,
some
not a
other shit,
pediatrician, a specialist.
if you doing that shit
surgeon.
to cover up some shit, like, let's say the nigga that work in the bank sell fucking drugs. Like, I'm with it. Period.
What the fuck is...
You on the movie.
What the fuck is going on?
Hey, sit down. Like, I don't know if this...
And you see how stupid these hoes sound, man. You see how dumb these hoes are. Which is why I don't, and not, you know, these dudes let these women get on the podcast and let them speak their stupidity through a fucking microphone. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets reactions. It'll get views. It'll get likes and comments and everything like that. But it's like, man, I wish these niggas never put these women on this platform because they say the dumbest shit. She said that she would rather have a scammer than somebody who makes a 6-figure salary working a 9 to 5. She said the only way that she would do that, she would date somebody making a 6-figure salary, which the example that the dude gave was $500,000. That's $500,000. She said the only way she would deal with him is because as if he was doing that to cover up some other shit, some illegal shit. Which she just talking out the side of her fucking neck. She's just talking out her ass. But she understands, man. She don't know, man. Really what she understands is that don't no man with no type of sense want you. She's just accepted that no man with some type of sense wants her. Because look how she thinks. These dumbass bimbos, man, they gonna get shut the fuck up though in Jacob's trouble. And there's women like her and that bitch on the left in a white t-shirt. Them the ones that's gonna get left behind, man. Because all of these women are at ease, dog. These women are at ease, and they don't give a damn about morals and nothing, man. Let's go here to the scripture, right? This is Sirach chapter 25 and verse 23. It says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees, right? See, these types of women, this is the type of woman, you know what I'm saying? You got you a 9 to 5. You could be making 6 figures, but it's never gonna be enough for her. She might deal with you for a certain amount of time, but if you ain't bringing that excitement, that thrill that she could get from dating a scammer or a drug dealer, because all he does is reckless shit. His lifestyle is a life of recklessness. But you're boring because you got some type of sense about yourself. She can't get with that because it's not exciting. They can't get with that because it's not quote unquote fun. Well, all fun, man, is gonna be over with. But it's gonna be real exciting in these coming days, man. They got these foreign troops coming over here. These foreigners, or not just, well, when they're activated, they'll be foreign troops. Right now, they're sleeper cells, right? These foreigners, these young men of military age being brought over here to America, waiting for their assignment. And they not going to give a damn about you, Nick. Matter of fact, man, a lot of these foreign people, they despise Americans, and they especially despise you nigger women. Because you know what? You nigger women, you've gave them nothing but ammunition of bad publicity for people to spread across the world about you. Like, our women, the Israelite woman, she don't think about how your public image and representation across the world, how that can affect you in certain times, such as a time like Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose. And lawlessness is going to be the way of the land. Everybody is going to deem you as unvaluable and unfit for life. But the Israelite woman, she don't think about that. Mainly you black women. Y'all don't think about that. Y'all will support Sexy Red, Suki Hana, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, who promote whoredom, being sleazeball broads, doing whatever for a bag, not having any morals or nothing like that. Y'all promote these people. Or y'all support these people who promote these types of things. And then you'll get up and blame the so-called black man for your bad self-image, for your terrible self-image. Whenever you go out on a Saturday night, all you see is nigga women running around with barely any clothes on, loud mouth twerking, screaming, "Ah, ah, ah," when some music come on, bouncing your bottom. But then you want men to have respect for you. You want men to treat you as wives. And you spreading coochie all over the land. It's not how it's going to work, man. Sirach chapter 26 and verse 2, it says, "Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord." Right? So these women that's out here, man, running around doing all this reckless shit, doing whatever, man, right? These are not good women. They're not in order. They're not in order with the scriptures, man. And it's a blessing to have a virtuous woman, a virtuous wife, a woman who's in order. She's modest. She know when the hell to shut up. She ain't trying to control you, trying to manipulate you. She's in support of your mission, in support of it, and she's also adding to it. But that's hard to find nowadays. That's far and few in between, man. Really, the most is what you're going to find today is really just a chick that like you. She could be into you, but she's still going to come with attitude problems. She still can be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? She'll help you out with certain things, but then she'll negate that with other problems she could bring to your life. You know, some of these women, they might stick with you, but they're going to cheat on you. You know, that's just what you get here in Babylon the Great, man. And it's coming to an end. The Wada Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is coming to an end. Let's look at this one, this last one right here.
New insult is, oh, they don't want us, they want each other. They want to make it seem like it's some kind of insult because we got each other back. They've been on sister code for a long time, but they've been on sister code for the wrong. They've been on sister code with white women as white women was leading them in feminism, and they still on code with them. Now they want to sit there and call them Karens because they realizing that the didn't have their best interest at heart. They gonna treat the women the same way that they treat the men. As long as you're not serving a purpose in their life, they gonna discard you. They don't even like each other. They don't even like each other. It's so many women that's friends with women that they don't even like. What makes you think that you the exception, you punk simp? You not the exception. They don't even like each other. It's women that talk about each other the minute that they walk out the door. They talk about each other's hair. They talk about each other's cheap, fake bag. They talk about each other's weed. They talk about their husband. They talk about their dirty, dusty kids, they talk about your mama, your sister, your brother, and they want your man, but they will sit there and pretend like they friends with each other, and they will frolic. Man, you wouldn't believe the amount of women that I see come together, talk about each other, and then once they get mad at that person, you see that same coming in the door again, and then all of a sudden they friends again. And I'm like, hey, what the happened? I thought that you was telling me on the coaching call that y'all wasn't even cool. Oh, she was, man, this is fake as red flag, red flag, red flag, flag on the play. New insult.
Right? It's like you. See, not only are these women the enemies to the men, they're enemies to themselves. They don't even like each other. You know, women are always being fake, being disingenuous. They act one way in person with each other, but then get behind closed door, they act in a whole nother way. They saying this in your face, but then when you leave, they talking all kind of shit about you. But then when it comes to the men, you know, these women, they get on code with the enemy. They get on code with Esau, Edom, aiding and destroying the family, aiding and destroying the household, aiding and emasculating the men by the way that you raise them. Going back to the whole Willie Lynch. Because, you know, you got people who will say, well, you can't use Willie Lynch anymore because that was so many years ago and all of this shit. Well, when you look at what was said in the Willie Lynch letter and you see it still playing out today, well, that motherfucker, that show got some power to it. That was a strong ass spell that these Edomites didn't put on us to see exactly what was said in the Willie Lynch letter playing out in life today. You know, things like where it said that the woman is going to desire to be out front. You know, she's going to desire to raise her boys and girls as opposites. You know, raise the boy as a woman and raise the woman as the boy should be raised. All these things, man, you see this playing out today in society, in our communities. It's still relevant. Things that happen, certain things that did happen back in slavery are still relevant in the effect that they have on our people today. So you can't discount that and discredit that, man. Look, I'm going to go ahead and close this out on this scripture, man. This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets, right? So, man, pretty soon, you women who are enemies of the Lord, enemies of the men, of your men, enemies of your own nation, man, pretty soon, man, the Lord is going to, you know what I'm saying, put y'all in dire straits, man. Put y'all in dire straits. Y'all ain't going to be able to get out without a man of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And if he rejects you and you're unlucky enough, you're unfortunate enough to be rejected by a man of the Lord, to be left out there, well, you deserved it. And we just going to have to catch you on the other side. So look, Lord willing, this was edifying and straight to the point. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash.